Don't shop for car insurance until you hear this one secret. Every day, insurance companies adjust their rates for one reason or another. They are constantly adjusting the prices for coverage, which means today, Company A has the best rates. Tomorrow, Company B. It's just like buying an airline ticket. How can you possibly know which company is the best match for you on any given day? Easy. Call We Speak Insurance. With their patented technology, We Speak Insurance matches thousands of consumers with the top insurance companies in America. We Speak Insurance is continuously updating the insurance companies and their formulas. Call We Speak Insurance and you'll know which insurance company is the best match for you. If you've just received your renewal, you bought a new car, or moved, We Speak Insurance will connect you with the best company for you. Today, get the best match whenever you shop for car insurance. Call We Speak Insurance. 855-901-5258. 855-901-5258. 855-901-5258.
Entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and business owners from around the world, you are tuned into the most trended business talk show globally, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show with host, rockstar entrepreneur, and international business consultant Erica A. Murray. International business news, ways to improve your business, the international stiletto movement, and action item tips to implement into your business from successful entrepreneurs, all here to help your business go global. You have not experienced business talk until you've tuned into the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. International news, informative talk, every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. Listen on AM/FM terrestrial radio, online, Spreaker, and expanding this month to iHeartRadio. Now it's time for this week's Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show with your host, Erica A. Murray. It's time to be informed.
Hello and welcome to the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. I'd like to send a warm welcome to all of my entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, business owners, and to those of you who are considering launching out into the deep of running a successful business empire someday. Today is March the 26th, 2015. Okay, listening audience, the month is officially over. The end of the first quarter is here, and the one thing that I know for sure is that all of our entrepreneurs who have been tuned in since the beginning of the year will end the first quarter in the black. That's right, profits, profits, profits. On the UIBE Radio Show, we have been professing since January that our listening audience will finish the first quarter strong. We have been providing some amazing content to improve your business every week at no cost to you, just simply a listening ear. We have to thank all of our amazing sponsors for investing in your business. Please, please tell me that you're on track and you are in the hashtag black. Let me sidebar for a moment and tell you to make sure that you're following me on social media, because on the 31st of this month, hashtag black will be trending, and I want you to trend with me, but you won't know what to do if you're not connected to me. Now, you all know that I'm your guardian business angel and also that rational voice to keep you moving forward in business. Keep in mind that you should always, always, always be accomplishing both your business and personal goals. I do know that many of you are running a multi-million-dollar enterprise, but I don't want you to abandon your personal goals nor your personal life. Let's achieve them both only because we can. Who said that we had to choose between one or the other? Hey, if there's a choice that has to be made, you can't balance it all, well, choose your family. Just know that business owners are resilient people, and yes, you can do it all if you are an exceptional time manager. If you're struggling with this out there in Radio Land, just continue to prioritize your agenda and stick with it. Just say no to things that people bring your way that will take you off task. Remember that your goals are written in concrete and your plans are in sand only because the plan to achieve the goal is flexible. And it can be changed, but the goal remains fixed, as it is the mark we are focused upon. So you ought to keep your eyes on the prize. Hopefully you are measuring your growth, because that's the only way to ensure that you are moving forward. Don't live a life of chaos. Live a life of results. That's right, listeners. We need pure, untainted results. And because we do, I'll keep reminding you every week, because we are the radio show that holds you accountable to your business growth. And I'm the host that'll keep nagging you until you do what you're supposed to do. Never forget that. As always, I thank you for tuning in to UIBE Radio. We are the show that provides you with international news, informative talk every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. Not only is it the number one broadcasting network in radio land, it is the most informative and the fastest growing. I am your host, rockstar entrepreneur and international business consultant, Erica A. Murray. Well, if you're guessing what that A stands for in my name, well, it's simple. That A means amazing. That's right. If this is your first time tuning in, that's great and welcome. This is the radio show that highlights economic development through entrepreneurship. We believe in entrepreneurship. Why should you depend on someone else to make decisions for your financial future when you can probably do it just a little bit better? So it doesn't matter if you're baking cookies and selling them on your job, planning events, cleaning houses, or moving furniture in your pickup truck on the weekend. Take control of your financial freedom and increase your income. Don't ever, ever, ever lose your financial independence. So what we do is we track down some of the most amazing entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, mompreneurs, and business owners who are on the move globally. Not only are they on the move being change agents, but they are impacting their communities through partnerships while adding jobs to our global economy. We also pride ourselves on keeping you informed about global collaborations and opportunities, ways to help you improve your business, and, of course, let us not forget about our international stiletto movement, the movement that focuses on women whose stiletto prints are in the sand around the world. And the reason we are the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show is because we'll never, ever, ever, ever leave you with just information. Theory alone just won't do it. Ask a college graduate who thought the degree was enough. We'll also give you a few action items to keep you moving forward in business. What good is theory without tips on how you can make it practical? We want to see your company moving forward and growing. If you are listening to this show right now and you want to be more active, you can call in at 646-652-2512, or you can text me by visiting www.mwhyradio.com and send a text live to the show by using hashtag UIBE. And you just go right ahead and ask all of your questions. Rest assured, I'll answer them because that's what I do best. For our avid listeners, thank you all for the emails and social media messages that you constantly send regarding the segments on the show. I truly do love to hear from you. So many of you have a value for the various segments on the show, and I want you all to know that I am overjoyed that you tune in each week to grow in life and in your businesses. Just know that we love your feedback, so thank you, and we'll continue to bring you business content that we know that you can use. And again, if this is your first time tuning in, thank you for your time. And the way we start this show is by taking you on a trip somewhere around the world with international business news that we think you can use. If you're in business, please know that international news impacts your business no matter where you're located. So here we go. Thank you for accepting the invitation to board my private jet. It's sleek, luxurious, and fast. So buckle your seatbelts. This jet is about to take off. No need for an oxygen mask because there will be no turbulence on the flight. It's simply smooth sailing with me as your pilot. And once we reach the altitude of ultimate intellect, our flight attendants will be around to take your content orders. It's time for us to travel the Grove together. In international business news today, our first stop on the flight plan is Washington, D.C. Because our show is geared to small and medium-sized enterprises, we want to encourage you to take part in a few online events offered by the Small Business Administration online. Today from 11 a.m. to Eastern Standard Time to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, there will be a session entitled Snapshot, SBA Small Business Certifications. That is, if you desire to acquire government certifications, this webinar will provide guidance on how to obtain your approvals. Also today, there is a session on getting a bank loan, fact versus fiction. Get the inside scoop on how to have proper documentation so that the loan officer says yes to you. That's hosted from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will have the opportunity to take part in that session. All right, another session is entitled The Balancing Act, Working a Full-Time Job While Starting Your Business. I am confident that this will be helpful for someone out there listening to this show right now. Just know running a business is serious business, and in some instances it can be stressful. So take time out to learn how to balance things before you are in business full force. All right, ladies, this next session is just for you. It's entitled How to Take Your Woman-Owned Business Global. That's offered from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. You know, this show prides itself on preparing our listening audience to take their businesses global. It is the only way that you are going to survive in business and remain sustainable. Another session that will be helpful is entitled Marketing to the Government Buyer. That will be offered from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This webinar will provide marketing tools and opportunities, marketing concept, marketing plans, everything about marketing. All right, all of these sessions are free. However, you must register online at sba.gov to attend. Business owners, I implore you to stop getting information via third parties. Take time out and get it for yourself. And all of your getting, please get an understanding. Go to www.sba.gov to learn more about these sessions. This information will be found on their homepage. Remember, these are your tax dollars hard at work. So take advantage of free because you are definitely qualified to attend free. All right, buckle those seatbelts once again. The next stop on our flight plan is Melbourne, Australia. What a beautiful country. We will be visiting the offices of Zoot Rock. This company curates content for your social media account. Listen up, Zoot Rock generates engaging content for posting to your social media accounts. 80% of your content on social media should be about other people, but figuring out what to say and share can be very time-consuming. So Zoot Rock cuts out the time you spend sourcing great content by delivering trending and relevant content straight to your social media accounts. They allow you to set your social media on autopilot. You also have the option to review and edit your Zoots before they go live. What an added value to a business. If I were you, I'd make note of Zoot Rock and visit their site at www.zootrock.com. They even offer a free trial because they stand behind their product. As a matter of fact, because they're targeting small and medium businesses, agencies, and bloggers, they'll be developing some industry-specific solutions as well. Zoot Rock currently supports posting to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, RSS, and Scoop It channels with a number of other channels coming soon. The founder and CEO is Ms. Audrey Monique, and the Chief Technology Officer is Sergi Callis. All right, you guys, the next stop on the flight plan is, drum roll, please. That's right, the San Francisco Bay Area. That is California, Silicon Valley, Tech Alley. Let's explore the company Shippo. They make shipping easy and cheap for business owners. How, might you ask? Well, they built an API that makes shipping cheap and easy for e-commerce stores and service providers. They make it cheap by aggregating the shipping volume of their entire customer base, and therefore they get steep discounts from the carriers, which they pass on to the end user. That would be you. And at the moment, they are at 70% off of retail shipping prices. They make shipping easy by providing one API to connect online stores and service providers to all relevant carriers. They have a algorithm that optimizes package allocations across all available shipping providers. In short, they give mid-sized e-commerce stores the shipping back end of Amazon. And you know you want those prices that Amazon pay for their shipping. They only do it a little bit simpler. The shipping market estimates that e-commerce is worth $360 billion in the U.S. and Western Europe. Shipping is a huge pain point for e-commerce stores. Prices are high and intransparent. So finding the right shipping provider is difficult. Negotiating discounts with them is even harder. And working together with more than one gets messy. Shippo removes all the hassle. They make shipping hassle-free. Ms. Laura B. Rams is the CEO, and Mr. Simon Cruz is the co-founder. To make shipping costs lower and leaner for your company, take some time to visit Shippo by going to www.goshippo.com. Well, our final destination of the flight plan today is Walnut, California, where we will find the company Launch Rock. Launch Rock helps companies to get their first customers. So basically, if you have a business idea and don't know where to get customers to support it, well, Launch Rock has the solution. Entrepreneurs create over 6 million new businesses each and every year in the United States, but millions more sit as ideas in a sketchbook or notes from a meeting and never see the light of day. So what Launch Rock has done is that they set out to change that by creating a platform that enables people to get over the hump and start. Beyond that, they help them to get on the path to early success. Here are the 3 things that make Launch Rock a company that you can trust to help guide you along the way. Number 1, they provide hands-on services. Number 2, they are founder-friendly. And number 3, they love what it is that they do. Their founders are Mr. Zachary Melamede, Sean McCullough, David Drager, and James DeWeiler. I hope that you all have enjoyed your all-expense trip around the world with me on my private luxury liner jet. Additionally, I know that you were able to reach intellectual capacity because our business attendants were all through the aircraft aisles, ensuring your comfort as you receive content shared. I'm sorry that your trip has come to an end today, but you are welcome to travel with me on next week, Thursday, as I will definitely have the jet gassed up for yet another world tour. You just never know where we're traveling to. Hey, don't worry about baggage fees. We have you covered at UIBE Radio. I would like to thank our news partners in this segment, 500.co, and our newest contributor to the Small Business Administration, for contributing to this segment of our show where we mine the world for informative news that we can use to strengthen our businesses. Thanks for being our global news partners. Well, all right. I want to thank you for continuing to listen to the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show with me, Erica A. Murray, on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network, where you can listen live in all of the places we love on terrestrial AM and FM, in Tampa, Florida, Las Vegas, Nevada, Macon, Georgia, Lancaster, Colorado, Boulder, Richmond, Kansas City, Missouri, and Seattle, Washington. You may also find us on over 20 different podcast stations on the web. And, of course, we wouldn't be the network that we are if you couldn't find us on iTunes and iHeartRadio. Do what you do. Subscribe today. You know how we do things over here at our broadcasting network. We like to get the word out, so also join us on Spreaker, our newest portal for international news and informative talk. Go to Spreaker.com and search for hashtag Erica A. Murray. Set up a free account via email or sign in using your Facebook account. Follow me, heart my page, leave me a comment, and directly on the right side of that screen, I implore you to follow the network. Just click follow, and you are in there. And remember, when it comes to helping you, we have you covered on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. Just download the show and improve your business skills today. By the way, don't be selfish with the information you learn here today. Share it with someone you know could use it. Remember, it is our corporate social responsibility to import our knowledge into someone else. We don't own the information. We just apply it to the situations to make us perform better in business. Start creating your legacy by importing knowledge into someone. By the way, don't forget that the network has an app that you can download in the App Store. Just search for MWHY Radio and take a trip with me around the world for free. I'm paying for everything. You all know how I do it, so get on board with UIBE Radio. Don't forget that you can ask me questions while I'm live on the air by going to www.mwhyradio.com and send a text to the show using hashtag UIBE. You may also dial into the show at 646-652-2512 and also via Skype. Listeners, we have ultimate respect for social media. That's why we make it easier for you to communicate with us. If you want to be a part of some of the weekly survey questions and business giveaways from our sponsors, you can join in by texting 01065-2540-242-8833. Don't worry, listeners. We'll still take your questions on Facebook, Twitter, and in the chat rooms, too. Hey, don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll dive into the 6 golden rules for building your business with social media in 2015. This is going to be a good one. Grab some paper and pen, and we'll be right back.
Hey, Chef Jovi here of the Eatsperience Radio Show. Join me 10 a.m. every Thursday to explore recipes, best restaurants, and food spots in and around the country. I look forward to receiving your comments, so follow us on Spreaker.com to tune into the show. That's SPREAKER.com. And search MWHY Radio to join me every Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Eatsperience Radio Show. And remember to share your Eatsperience.
Hello, I'm Sherelle of Fit and Flow Yoga Radio. Wake up with me every Friday at 6 a.m. and have a wonderful yoga experience. We'll explore meditation and discuss how various yoga postures can help relieve your everyday stress. We'll also make the connection between our faith and wellness. Follow us on Spreaker.com to tune into the show. That's Spreaker, SPREAKER.com. And also search MWHY Radio to join me every Friday at 6 a.m. for Fit and Flow Yoga Radio with Sherelle. And until next time, surrender to your strength and always embrace your flow.
Hi, this is Benita with Off the Vine. Join us on Fridays at 3 o'clock for Fun Talk About Wine. This season, I'm going to put this little sommelier certification to work as we expand the conversation to talk about beer and spirits too. Meet more exciting special guests, and you never know just who may show up at the studio. Off the Vine with Benita on the May We Help You Radio Network, giving you something to whine about.
If you're the parent of a child with behavioral challenges that has been suspended, expelled, or just not able to make it in a traditional school setting, there is an alternative. Call the Metropolitan Day School today. Licensed and accredited grades K through 12. Call 804-321-2595. Financial assistance and after-school programs are available. Let's turn this school year around right now at the Metropolitan Day School, where Eagles soar. Call Ms. Thomas today. 804-321-2595.
All right, prior to the break, we traveled the globe and found some of the most amazing startups that's piercing the global marketplace. I encourage each business owner and entrepreneur to do something different in your business today. It's the only way to survive in business and keep up with the technological changes. Let us implement the 3 R's: refine, re-engineer, and reinvent our businesses so that we will be around for eternity. Hey, take the leap of faith. The first step is believing in yourself. Forget what others say. Believe in your vision no matter what the present appears to be. And believe in your goals. If you don't, no one else will. And you can accomplish anything. That is, anything that you desire. Hey, you can have the desires of your heart. You just got to believe it. Just know that I believe in you, and that's why I'm here on the radio every week bringing you international news and informative talks from some remarkable entrepreneurs. Also, if you missed the first segment of the show, remember you can also download this episode by going to iTunes. Search for MWHY Radio or Erica A. Murray, or you may simply acquire the MWHY mobile app. Go get it and stay tuned for what's happening around the world. Also, while you're there, download the iHeartRadio app and search for us there, too. We are constantly refining, re-engineering, and reinventing ourselves at UIBE Radio. This is the only show. The show is only as great as my listening audience, so I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. Well, it's time for us to get back to the show. It's time for ways to improve your business on UIBE Radio. That's right, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio. Hopefully you have already gotten your paper and pen, so get ready to be informed. Hey, if you change your mind, you will definitely change your business. So listen closely.
It's time to talk about ways that you may improve your business in 2015. Today we're going to highlight the 6 golden rules for building your business with social media. That's right, entrepreneurs. Social media is definitely a tool that may be utilized for growing your business. If you have ever been intimidated with all of the social media platforms and you can't seem to figure out how to wrap your mind around where to start, well, this content is just for you. As usual, we at UIBE Radio desire for our listening audience to be well informed. So let's get to it. Is your business on social media at all right now? Is it working out for you? Have you tried it, but you are not totally convinced about its power? Well, social media is the top online activity in the United States, according to Marketing Tech Blog. It also has a huge influence on customer buying decisions. 46% of web users look towards social media when making a purchase, while 8 out of 10 small and medium-sized businesses report that they are using social media to drive growth. Social media is clearly a proven channel for helping small business find and convert prospects, but it takes time and effort. Small businesses need to find ways to connect, engage, and drive action in their business. If you're looking for ideas to kickstart or to continue building your business using social media, well, here are 6 golden rules that can surely assist you. Golden rule number 1, integrate your marketing channels. How do you currently get found on Twitter, Facebook, or any social media platform? Well, it starts by prompting people with visual clues throughout your marketing channels, most notably your website. Ways to do this include, number 1, adding follow buttons on your static website banners. Number 2, add social share buttons alongside content that you want to promote, such as blogs or events. Number 3, embed a feed on your site, such as Twitter. And number 4, don't forget your emails, business cards, store signage, and other channels. Golden rule number 2, plan your content. What should you post about? Well, what do your followers respond to best? This will vary greatly from business to business and takes time to gauge. But as a general rule, people follow brands on social media for the following top 5 reasons. Number 1, to get promotions and discounts. Number 2, for the latest product information. Number 3, customer service for feedback, complaints, and inquiries. Number 4, entertaining content. And number 5, the ability to offer feedback. This doesn't mean you should spend your time using social media for promotions. Instead, strive for a balance. Try to apply an 80-20 rule. 80% of your posts should focus on driving interactions, while 20% of your posts can incorporate direct offers. One of the easiest ways to do this is to scope out the week in advance. For example, Mondays, offer an exclusive promotion that's only available to your social media followers and is redeemable with a unique code. Tuesdays, give a behind-the-scenes look at your business or focus on your people. Wednesdays, create a series of helpful tips. Perhaps link back to your blog to expand on the details. Thursdays, focus on your customers, whether it's responding to questions or highlighting a positive review. And Fridays, feature industry experts or news, retweet content, share articles, or pin images that are relevant to your business. Golden rule number 3, use photos and videos and other rich, robust media. A visual is worth 1,000 words. Look for ways to integrate images and rich media content into your social media posts. Use rich media like YouTube videos, memes, photos, and infographics, as they can double your engagement. Golden rule number 4, engage your audience. If you are posting interesting content, engagement will follow naturally. However, there are a few things you can do to encourage these relationships. For example, listen to fans. Chime in when you think you can add something. Respond to comments. Open the door to share their experiences. Offer exclusive content, for example, free downloads of information. Encourage fans to share photos and experiences. And always communicate authentically. Think of social media as a form of conversation. It's a two-way dialogue. If you're not prepared to listen to what is being said to you, about you, or with you, then you simply aren't being social. It takes time to figure out what works. For example, you might think about using polls and surveys to engage with followers. But if you're still growing your network, you might not get the right results yet. So keep trying new things until you find a sweet spot. Golden rule number 5, treat social media as a customer service tool. Customer service is a very important aspect of social media. Be prepared to monitor and respond to questions and complaints. Make a point of recording feedback and sharing it with whoever owns that aspect of your business. Golden rule number 6, measure. Don't forget to measure the impact of your social media efforts. third-party apps or Facebook Insight tools to monitor click-through rates. Compare these across posts to see if there's a trend as to the type of content that's popular. Measure engagement by tracking how many likes and shares your posts get. Use this data to inform and adjust your content strategy. So, entrepreneurs, if your goal is to conquer social media to grow your business, I suggest that you embrace the 6 golden rules for building your business with social media. A very warm and special thanks to Ms. Karen Beasley, a small business owner, writer, and marketing communications consultant, as well as the Small Business Administration, for sharing these insightful principles with us at the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show, where we provide you with informative talk on the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. We really appreciate our partnership with the Small Business Administration and the content they provide to our listening audience. I'd like to encourage each of you to take a moment to follow both Karen Beasley and the Small Business Administration on all social media platforms. Until next week, remember to improve your business daily and be informed.
Well, now, you see what happens when you tune in every week on UIBE Radio? You learn some great information to grow your business, talking about building your business using social media. Now, that was step-by-step information that a business owner can definitely use. More than anything, small businesses need to know how to use social media to capitalize on the market. Hopefully, you were able to write down those 6 golden rules. But if you missed something, we don't want to leave you out. So you may trot on down to iTunes to download the show to hear it again. Understand this. When you listen to things over and over again, it becomes a part of you, just like the lyrics of your favorite song. When at iTunes, just search under podcast for Erica A. Murray or MWHY Radio, and voila, you can hear it again at your own pace. That segment truly provided us with some informative information. Hopefully you grab hold to it with everything that you have and implement it into your business today. Please know that a lot of information we provide on UIBE Radio can cross over into your personal life. Just know that a principle is a principle is a principle. It doesn't matter where you apply it. It's all about structure, organization, and discipline. That's what it takes to grow in business, and that's what it takes to be successful in life. So now let's collectively commit right now to make this information practical within our businesses. All right, well, it's time to do what we do again, to pay the bills for this radio show that has been ranked as a top-rated show by our wonderful listening audience according to the downloads that it received and the number of individuals who tune their dials every week. But before we go to break, I want to thank the listeners who are listening in every location in which this show is syndicated, but also to those who are currently listening abroad. Thank you so much for your continued support. Also, thank you to those of you who continue to download our show and show segments. We are experiencing immense success with our downloads. We really appreciate you all because numbers matter. That is if you want to continue hearing this business show live on air. If you want to listen to any of those clips, you can subscribe to my iTunes station or go to www.yourlisten.com and search UIBE, and all of the clips will appear, and you can listen to what you desire. You can also go to ericaamurray.buzzsprout.com, subscribe to the RSS feed, and find all of the clips there, too. Hey, it's free. Just know that I hear you, and I'm tuned into the things that you like that helps to move your business forward. Again, I appreciate the sacrifices that many of you who listen abroad are making because of the time zone differences, but yet week after week you tune into this global show that brings you international news, informative talk every Thursday on the Best Radio Broadcast Network, the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network. We can't go to break without acknowledging those of you who post into Facebook, Twitter, and the various chat room. And also those who've called in online, we can see you there. We see that you're listening, and you're listening attentively. So we do appreciate that. We are the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show, and coming up after this break, we'll bring you some inspiration in our international stiletto movement. It's all coming up right after this commercial break.
The Tanya Free and Friends Talk Show is happy to announce our partnership with the May We Help You Radio Network. You can now catch the rebroadcast of our Wednesday show every Thursday at 6 p.m. That's Tanya Free and Friends, the podcast, every Thursday evening at 6 p.m. We welcome your comments and opinions 24/7 at TanyaFree.com, Facebook and Twitter, or send me a text by texting the word Tanya, that's 72727. Tanya Free and Friends, and May We Help You Radio. Living life with a purpose.
Hey, this is Coffee Black, coming through to bring you the latest in sports, celebrity, and entertainment news. Here's the Sip this week. So after the huge scandal with Kelly Osbourne with Fashion Police, Kathy Griffin has now quit. And then Fashion Police has gone on hiatus, which is code for cancel to me. And Suge Knight also got canceled when the judge set that bail at $25 million. Yeah, he fainted again. And more jailbird news. Dan Sharper is set to plead guilty to 4 rape charges. That leaves about, 96 more charges to sift through. And Chris Brown, on the other hand, is finally off probation after his assault on Rihanna many moons ago. Lastly, I have a public service announcement. I talk about all the messy celebrities, but for some kids, these are the only models they have. Please find a way to be a mentor, teacher, counselor in your community. There's no other way. I'm just saying, check out my site, thesipwithcoffeeblack.com, and tune in next week to The Sip with Coffee Black. No sugar, no cream.
Black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
Are you frustrated, disappointed, discouraged with your life? Are you angry with God? What's holding you back from fulfilling your purpose? Are you struggling as a leader in ministry? Do you believe you have an end-time calling? If you answered yes to any of these questions, tune in to The Waymakers on MWHY Radio Network every other Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here to support you. Join us to get the answers that will prepare the way of the Lord in your life.
Hi, this is Capri Smith of the Uncuffed Radio Show. Join me every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to learn how you can grow in your business, personal environment, and reach your true potential while uncuffing what is binding you. Only on the May We Help You Radio Network.
You're listening to the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show with host Erica Ain Murray. International news, informative talks, every Thursday. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back to the show. And once again, if you missed the first 2 segments, well, shame on you. But you know that I have magical powers, right? Because I can with one wave of my magical business wand, and you can hear it again by downloading the MWHY Radio app or going online to iTunes. And if you would like to receive the show via email every week, just subscribe to my iTunes station or go to www.yourlisten.com and search for UIBE, and you'll find us there. Also, ericaaMurray.buzzsprout.com. Grab the RSS feed, and you'll never, ever, ever have to worry about whether you missed the show or not. You may also join me on Google+, because every week I post the segments of the show there for those who are connected to me. Well, moving along in our program, we are so happy about this next segment of our show. Oh, how we love to highlight what women are doing in business. And it's only because those beautiful, beautiful stilettos are leaving footprints around the globe. Speaking of leaving stilettos around the globe, I would like to invite female entrepreneurs to participate in the Women's Expo hosted by Miss Joan Henry in the D.C., Maryland region. Annually, she has a Women's Entrepreneur Expo, and this event is on April 25th, 2015, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Check out her Women's Entrepreneur Expo in the D.C., Maryland area. Now that we have informed you about that event, today in our International Stiletto Movement, we are throwing it back at the request of our listening audience. That's right, Throwback Thursday with Miss Debbie Fields, an amazing woman. Yes, she is totally amazing, and she did something against all of the odds to garner our respect and to earn her success. And we want to bring it to you again right here on UIBE Radio, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. Remember, you are always welcome to call in to give your opinion about anything on our show. Feel free to dial in at 646-652-2512 to provide your insight and input into the show. Or text the show by using hashtag UIBE and going to www.mwhyradio.com and selecting the text option right on the home page. Thanks to everyone who posts to my social media sites their comments and ideas. And if you want to share your voice, just connect with me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, at Erica A. Murray, Instagram, I am Erica A. Murray, and LinkedIn, Erica A. Murray Global. Also Pinterest, Erica A. Murray, or you can text 01065 to 540-242-8833. Thank you for not only listening, but being involved in the show. Now here's the International Stiletto Boss for this week. You will truly be inspired by this story.
Welcome to the International Stiletto Movement. The lady that we're going to highlight today is none other than Mrs. Debbie Fields. Does that name ring a bell? Probably not. But if you are ever in the mall and pass the food court, the aroma of something sweet and chocolate will draw you to the Mrs. Fields cookie counter. Today we're going to talk about this smart cookie and how Debbie Fields baked her way to the bank. With no college degree, no support from her family, and no money, Fields was able to start up not only her own business, but a multi-million-dollar one at that. How did this housewife become one of America's greatest success stories and the name behind some of the country's most beloved cookies? Phil boldly states, perseverance. The one thing that she thinks is critical in the entrepreneurial spirit is that it's all about attitude. If you think you can, then you're halfway there. If you say I can't, then you're defeated. Nobody, not even Phil's own husband, believed in her ability to start a business. But Fields refused to be defeated and stayed determined to achieve her goal. Passion, she states. You know, Mrs. Fields was never a business, says Debbie. Part of me, and I never separated, business from personal, because to me they all blended together. The great thing about Fields' business was that even if she were not making millions of dollars running it, she would have wanted to do it anyway. She loved baking cookies, and it was her passion that helped bring all of the bankers, staff, and customers on board. Debbie believed in the concept of sampling. To her, what mattered most was never to register more sales in the cash register. The only thing that mattered to her was to register a smile on the customer's face. If you can get the customer to smile, you will succeed, said Fields. She understood that sometimes you had to take a loss in order to profit in the long run. By giving away free samples of her cookies, she was able to bring in new customers and build a loyal following. Debbie believed in the concept of perfection. She had to be the very best, because if she was not the very best, she would end up being number 2. For Fields, no spot was good enough except the top spot. From providing excellent customer service to satisfaction guaranteed cookies, Fields made sure her company was doing whatever it could to be the very best. Debbie believed in determination. She was never too proud or stubborn to admit when something needed to be changed. If sales were not coming in as she had hoped, she knew it was her fault, and she knew she had to do something differently. She remained flexible, yet determined to realize her dream, and she took action where it was needed. The odds may have been against her, but Fields paid no attention to that. She was determined to go into business for herself and to make it a success. Today, with more than 2,300 stores in over 10 different countries, Fields has realized her dream. And so, her message to each and every one of you listening is that she knows that you all have dreams, and she encourages us to not ever lose sight of those dreams, and most importantly, to reach for the stars. And realize that it is never too late, not now, not ever, for you to pursue your passion, your pursuit of perfection, and most importantly, your perseverance for making it happen. I want to leave you with a direct quote from Debbie Fields that I'm certain that every entrepreneur can appreciate. The greatest failure is not to try. Had I listened to all of the people during the course of my life who said, you can't, you'll fail, it won't work, you don't have, I wouldn't be here today. The most important thing is for you to believe in what it is that you're doing. absolutely know that there are people out there who want to say yes to whatever it is that you're doing. You do not have to be superhuman to do what you believe in. Today, ladies, when you tweet, use the hashtag #AllThingsPossible in honor of Mrs. Debbie Fields. Remember, in a conventional world, you must do something unconventional to stand out. Amazing job, Debbie. I am truly inspired by your story. Thank you, Mr. Evan Carmichael, for your contribution to our international stiletto movement on the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. Mrs. Debbie Fields, globetrotting and leaving her footprints in the sand around the world. If you are doing something extraordinary in business, female entrepreneurs, and you want to be highlighted on our international stiletto movement, send me a message at mwhyradio.com or email me at info@ericaaMurray.com. Share what's happening with you, and we'll tell the world about it. Right here on UIBE Radio. That's right, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. Once again, women are doing it bigger than ever, and they're leaving their footprints in the sand around the world.
Well, now, if you didn't know Mrs. Deborah Field was by name before this segment, you can now put a name with the smell of them all. I'm sure you won't forget her now, and just call her a boss. Just know this can be you, ladies and gents. So be motivated to do something unprecedented. Come on, be the trend that everyone's talking about. So what if people don't agree with what it is that you're doing? So what if they don't see the vision? Stand for what you believe in. Let all obstacles be your driving force to reach beyond the stars. Do what it is that you want to do and be committed to it. All right. I love the next segment of this show. Well, I say that for each segment because I just love this show. But because this is where we encourage you as a business owner to get up and do something really big for your business. I will be sharing action item tips on how to create an effective action plan. That's right, you heard me correctly, an effective action plan. Many people create plans, but most times they are not effective. Just know that being effective in any task you take on should be the priority. Come on, my wonderful listening audience. We all know that we should be both effective and efficient in all of our tasks. Each day provides us with a new start to achieve greatness in our business. And being effective is a part of business and personal growth. Stop accepting mediocrity that fills our space and implement an effective action plan. As entrepreneurs, we all know how important completing goals are to the success of the company. It is the thing that will get us to where we want to go. All right, for my avid listeners, by now you should have given instruction to your staff, answered that telephone call that required your immediate attention, taken a bite of your sandwich, and a swallow of your beverage, and have your pen and paper ready. If this is your first time, you just joined the show, grab some paper and pen quickly and take notes, as we always desire for you to implement the tips from this segment into your business and your life. Remember, it takes too much energy to build a business just to let it fall by the wayside. Don't give up. Just get up and do something different. So listen carefully to what's coming up next.
Today in our action item segment, we will discuss how to create an effective action plan. For our entrepreneurs everywhere, we know that you are people of action because you are in business. Let's learn how to be more effective with our action plans so that we can continue to win big in business. So, here goes. We will discuss here a detailed step-by-step guide for creating an effective action plan. With a well-designed plan and daily action, you can achieve virtually any goal you set out to accomplish, both professionally and personally. Number 1, know where you're going. Successful leaders and professionals understand a simple core concept. If you don't know where you're going, you're likely to end up anywhere. Number 2, be specific. Not only must your goal be specific, but you must also create a specific intention as well as very specific tasks or steps that will move you towards the completion of that goal. Number 3, Create measurable milestones. Once you have a clear picture of what you're out to accomplish, as well as what targets you will need to hit throughout the time span of the project or period, the next step is to create measurable milestones. Number 4, make a list. Create a list and accompanying timeline of specific action items or tasks to complete in order to hit those milestones. Number 5, break large tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. Some tasks or milestones may seem more daunting to achieve than others. That's when it makes sense to break larger tasks down into smaller, more manageable chunks. Number 6, put timelines on everything. Without specific time frames and deadlines, work will definitely expand to fill the time allotted, and some tasks may never get accomplished. Number 7, create a visual representation. Once you've created your action items and set a specific timeline, the next step is to create some type of visual representation of your plan. You might decide to use a flowchart, a Gantt chart, a spreadsheet, or some other type of business tool to accomplish this mission. Number 8, schedule out your accomplishments. Have each person involved grab their schedule or day planner or smartphone and schedule out their accomplishments. Number 9, work your plan and don't stop until it's complete. Once your plan is established, share it with the team, including when the accomplishments are scheduled. Then the next step is very simple. Take daily action and follow up with each responsible party to ensure that everyone is doing their part. Number 10, change the date if you must, but never give up on the goal. Occasionally, circumstances or unforeseen events can arise that throw a wrench in your ability to meet deadlines, complete tasks, and achieve the goal. If this happens, do not get discouraged. Revise your plan and continue working to meet targets and move forward. Now, here are a few more tips that will help along the way. The first tip, creating a powerful action plan always begins with having a clear purpose, vision, or goal in mind. In fact, the action plan is designed to take you from wherever you are right now directly to the accomplishment of your stated goal. Tip number 2, measurable milestones. These milestones might include net or gross earnings, sales volumes, number of units sold, new product rollouts, employee training, incentive programs, and many other items. Tip number 3, creating milestones easily by starting at the end and working your way backwards to present day and circumstances. And the final tip, the point of creating measurable milestones is to give you and your team smaller, more tangible goals and targets to work towards. This way, it's easier to stay focused and to be encouraged by tangible results, especially if you're working on a massive project. Now, just as I provided you with tips, I'd like to warn you about something as well. No matter what action items you choose for which phase of your action plan, it is essential that a time frame be attached to absolutely everything. Without follow-up, too many things can slip through the cracks and get missed. In some cases, missing just one milestone can be enough to set your entire project behind, which means missing the mark for your goal. Regular follow-up is essential in order to prevent this. Now I would like to thank the community of writers from Wiki How to Do Anything for contributing to the action item segment of this week's show. Take this information and be effective with your action plan. Well, until next week, listeners, be active with the action item tips from today.
Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, around the world, you heard it here on UIBE Radio. That's right, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. Action item tips from a community of writers. See, you see what happens when you collaborate? Greatness occurs. Now, if you've missed any portion of how to create an effective action plan, let me restate to you the 10 steps provided. Once again, number 1, you have to know where you are going. If you don't know where you're going, well, shame on you. Don't take another step until you obtain that information. Number 2, be specific. Evasiveness won't get you there. Number 3, create measurable milestones. We say it every week on this show. You have to be able to measure your growth. So create measurable milestones. If not, you may never arrive to the end. Number 4, make a list. Come on, you guys. The list helps us to keep things in order. Write it down. Just as you write a grocery list so that you can know what you're going to get out of the store, well, that is for those people who are on a budget. They typically write a grocery list. But needless to say, I need you to write a list, okay? Number 5, break your larger tasks down into smaller, more manageable chunks. See, here's the thing. You don't eat a T-bone steak whole, right? You take a steak knife and you cut it into small bite-sized pieces. So what you do with your projects is you chop it up. Make it smaller so that you can accomplish your goals and that you can feel great about moving forward because you can measure that. Number 6, put timelines on everything. Listeners, that's a system of checks and balance, and what happens is it garners accountability on your part. So make sure you put timelines on everything. Number 7, create visual representation. Hey, I'm definitely a visual person. Show me a picture, show me an image, and it's branded in my head. So you want to write it down, and you want to make the vision plain. See where you're going, but you're going to do it through pictures. All right? Number 8, schedule out your accomplishments. Come on, you guys. You know what you should accomplish by a certain date and time. So schedule it out and make sure everybody's putting it into their mobile devices, their online calendars, or whatever that's going to keep them accountable. Number 9, work your plan and don't stop until it's complete. The end goal is to complete the action plan and the action item list. So make sure you keep going. And number 10, change the date if you must, but never give up on the goal. Remember, your goals are written in what? Concrete. The plan's in sand because how you get there can change, but the goal never, ever changes, so don't give up on the goal. At the end of the day, listeners, we must submit ourselves to becoming effective with our action plans. This is the only thing that separates thriving businesses from those that are failing. So in all of your getting, get an understanding, and understand that every plan requires action. Now I challenge you to be active with the action item tips. The information you hear every week on this segment is free to you, but if you implement it, it can translate into capital into your business. That's what we work for everyday entrepreneurs. Join us next week to hear more action item tips for your business. If you believe that you have tips that our audience can use to improve them and or their businesses, find out how you can be a part of this segment by emailing me directly at info@ericaamurray.com or just mosey on down to 3Ws.mwhyradio.com and send me a message there. You can also communicate with me via Facebook, LinkedIn, and all those other social media sites. We can talk about how to make this happen. Well, now then, it's about time for us to separate until next Thursday. But before we part, I want to give you a thought for today from Mr. John Craig. He says, no matter how much work a man can do, no matter how engaging his personality may be, he will not advance far in business if he cannot work through others. Come on, you got to love that quote, entrepreneurs. Remember, you must work through others to advance in business. I can't say it enough. Collaborations. There is strength in numbers. Well, you heard it here on UIBE Radio, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show, where we keep you informed and up on your business game. Once again, don't forget to download the May We Help You Radio Broadcast Network app to listen to the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show on the go and a host of other informative shows. Go to 3Ws.mwhyradio.com and get it free today. Join the network on Facebook and Twitter to win prizes and services. Don't forget to connect with me on social media to hear first-to-market items. Come on now, join me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, and Pinterest at Erica A. Murray, and Instagram, I am Erica A. Murray. Some interesting things happen on my social media platform. You could win money, but how would you know if you're not connected? Remember, connecting is free, and I've said it before. You are qualified, and as always, to participate in free. Keep in mind, next week, the 31st, March, #Black. Join me on social media so you can find out what that means and you can trim with us. Remember that you can also join me on Spreaker, subscribe to iTunes Station, or you can go to yourlisten.com and search for UIBE to hear the various segments of the show, or ericamurray.buzzsprout.com and be informed. Grab my RSS feed and stay informed. Don't forget that you can text 01065 to 540-242-8833 and obtain information that will keep you connected to the business world. That's right. I'll text you the new happenings in international business and your chance to win prizes for your business. Now, before I sign off, my mantra is always forward progression and upward mobility. If what you're doing in business isn't moving you forward and up, well, perhaps you need to reevaluate what it is that you're doing. Find someone to collaborate with and just put as much energy into the collaboration as you would a solo project. If you have to pay to play, pay the small fee to play real big. Remember, collaborations are there to expand your market, respect their value, and I promise you will grow your business. Entrepreneurs, let's implement what we've heard today and tell someone else about it. There are only 5 days left before the first business quarter is over, and I want entrepreneurs around the globe to finish this quarter strong. That's right. Get your profits up in the black. Don't start off in the red. You're better than that. You have been listening to UIBE Radio. That's right, the Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show. International news, informative talk, every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. See you next week. Goodbye for now.
Thanks for listening to this week's Ultimate International Business Experience Radio Show with Erica A. Murray. Listen back to the show anytime by downloading the May We Help You Radio broadcast app, going to iTunes, Spreaker, Blog Talk Radio, and 20 different podcast stations around the world. Don't forget to catch this syndicated show next week and every week on terrestrial radio in Tampa, Florida, Macon, Georgia, Las Vegas, Nevada, Boulder, Colorado, Richmond, Virginia, Kansas City, Missouri, Seattle, Washington, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and on iHeartRadio. We are here to help your business go global.